Hi, this is Richard Chamberlain. Welcome back to the Protecting Your Family's Future podcast. This is episode number 102. Today, we're going to be talking about 4 problems with probate. Last week, I mentioned when we were talking about the best kind of estate plan, I said, if you are okay with your estate going through probate, then a will plan might be right for you. But today we're going to talk about why you might not want to do that, why you might not be okay with your estate going through probate. And there's basically 4 main reasons why people want to avoid probate, the problems with probate. Sometimes we call them the pitfalls of probate. First, and this is in no particular order, depending on what your most important priorities are, you may have these in a different order, but these are present in probates in general. Number one, delay. Probate takes a long time, and there's just a lot of waiting that needs to be done. It's a usually 6-month process at a minimum, sometimes up to a year. And a lot of the time is just collecting information, filing papers, waiting for the court to schedule a hearing, having the hearing 30 to 45 days after that has been filed, doing more activities, filing more papers, waiting, having the hearing. So it just takes a long time to get through probate. We're waiting on other people, waiting on the court, waiting for things to get done. The second issue is probate is expensive. And the majority of that expense comes from the attorney fee. The attorney fee in Ohio is um, based on a county by county schedule. Each of the local probate courts have their own attorney fee schedule. Generally, it's based on the percentage of assets that are in the estate. A lot of counties, Lucas County, for example, here in Ohio, starts out at 4.5% of the first $100,000 of the assets, 3.5% of the next 300,000, 2.5% of anything above that, and then 1.5% of any non-probate assets. So it can get very expensive very quickly in probate. The next issue that people have is we have if you have a minor beneficiary or an incapacitated beneficiary who cannot manage their own property and financial affairs, then a guardianship is going to have to be established for them. So there'll be a probate for your estate, and then there will be another probate proceeding for the minor or the incapacitated beneficiary as a guardianship is set up to manage their estate. So we've got limited limited options available to us on how those distributions can be made. That guardianship gets set up. The probate court gets involved in how the assets are being distributed, and very limited in terms of what we can do with that. The last issue is the probate proceedings are public. Uh, Whatever is filed in a probate proceeding in a decedent's estate is a public record, and all that information can be accessed by anyone who's interested in knowing the details. And that is, who are your beneficiaries? Who are your heirs? What are your assets? What are your assets valued at? And at the end of the estate, when the account is filed, there's a complete listing of who received what. So if you want to have that information stay private, then you don't want to be in probate. So I hope that's helpful for you today. If you have any questions about anything about probate or how to avoid probate, if you're in Ohio or in Michigan, we can help you with that. Just reach out to us. Our contact information is in the show notes, and we'll see you again next week. Thanks.